Welcome back, guys. So carrying on from where we left off, so I'm going to make some other minor adjustment for the fingers, then more or less like create something for the feet, and then we should call it done. Maybe just do minor adjustments somewhere else. Anywhere we can find, where it can be adjustable, then we'll call it done. Okay. Like for example, I see an issue somewhere around here, so I'm going to smooth this out, take up the intensity a bit more, and then I'll blend this down even more, like so. Yeah, something like that should be fine. Then I'm going to use the move brush and then move this down a bit more. Then the fingers, I'm going to make the fingers a bit more squarish. Just a bit more squarish. But before I do that, let me just mark that out. And give that a separate polygroup. Now I can isolate this out. So the smooth is way too intense. I like how this is though, so I'm not going to make just a few more adjustments to this, just to make this slightly better than the way it is right now. So I'm going to use the clay builder brush and build something on here. I'll smooth that down. Okay. Now I want to try and make the fingers a bit more squarish. So I'm going to use the max lasso and max out each finger as an individual piece. So I'll give this a separate polygroup. So I'm going to be doing this for think I missed. Okay. Alright. This should be fine. Then let me start with the pinky. So I'll start with this. Let me shrink this in a bit more. You just make sure double sided is turned on. Okay. Okay, this is the front part. Extend this out a bit like so. Get something more or less like this. No, that's way too much though. Should push this one a bit backward. So we have a knuckle, so more or less have a knuckle around here. Maybe I should just use the clay builder brush and just build where the knuckle should be. Okay. This is just making things a bit difficult to making it a bit difficult to navigate. Let me just probably just focus on just one of these. Yes, let me focus on just one of these. Just jumping out of place way too much. So I'll just mark this out. I'll give it a separate polygon control. Shift click on that. Oh, symmetry is still turned on. The symmetry is still turned on. I need to turn off symmetry. Okay. And I can just focus on this. Then when I'm done, I'll just mirror it to the other side. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to smooth out the sides. And add more fleshiness to this piece. And smooth that down. Okay. And I'm going to use the trim dynamic brush to kind of get this to feel more squarish on the side. Okay, something more or less like this should be fine. And I'll just do a gentle smooth on the sides. Right, that's fine. Okay, see how that looks? That looks a bit much. That looks a bit much better now. Okay, now go to the next one. Or isolate this, mark this rather. I give it a separate poly group. Control shift, click on it, and bring everything back out again. And just select only this piece. So let me just try and be as quickly, as fast as I possibly can. Extend this out a bit more. Then make this a bit squarish on the side. Do a gentle smooth. And let's block out where that knuckle should be. Let me use the standard brush instead. That feels a bit too high. Somewhere around here should be fine. Now smooth this down a bit. Okay. I'm not supposed to use them standard brush to kind of create something in here like so. Okay, somewhere around here instead, like so. And around here also. Then build something here. Smooth that down. Something more or less like this should be fine, I guess. Yeah, that feels a bit better now. Let me use them standard brush to do something similar in here also. Just create an indentation here. Smooth this in. Okay, now to the next one. We'll isolate just this guy. It's more or less like so. This is already looking a bit squarish though. Get the ankle, get the knuckles somewhere around here. Placement, do a gentle push downwards. Use the move brush and just push this in. And make this squarish on the side. Smooth that down. Okay, I think we have one more to go. Just create that indentation where there should be first. Okay, you just get the knuckles somewhere around here. You take down the brush size. Right. This weird on this side, so let me just smooth that back down. And let's make this a bit squarish on the side. I'll just do a gentle smooth on the sides. This one seems to be well extended though. So let me just get something like so. Definitely need to do something for this also. So I'll just get this in here. Get this in here like so. Here also. Flesh out this part a bit more. Flesh out the knuckles a bit more. Here also. I'll smooth that down. Something more or less like so should be fine. I'm going to use them standard brush and do a continuation of this around here. Yeah, something more or less like so should be fine. Okay, so now I can do a mirror and wet of this to the other side. We don't have enough topology for this to kind of what's it called? It's kind of creates some fingers in there. No, I don't think I'll need this. So this should be just fine. Let me do them standard brush and create an indentation in here. Okay, I think that should work just fine. So I'll turn on symmetry in here now. I'll just do a mirror and wet for this. Modify topology, mirror weld. So we should have that at the other side now. Yeah, the hand feels a bit much manageable now. Let me see if we can just make this a bit more intense and smooth that in. I'm going to imagine the head with this very soon, or maybe not. But it doesn't really matter that much though. The head actually fits the body quite nicely. So even if we merge this or we don't merge this, it doesn't really matter that much. The main point is that we're putting the body we need for this. So let's fix something up for the feet. So I'll give this a separate poly group so I can actually isolate this properly. Then turn off symmetry and give this a separate poly group also. So I can just work with just one fit, making sure symmetry is turned off. Yes, symmetry is turned off. So I'm just going to use the move brush and just make some adjustments to this a bit more. Okay. Then the ankles, let's kind of block out something for the ankles around here. Let's use a more smaller brush size for this. And I'll do a smooth. Okay. I'm going to use the same standard brush, holding Alt and then just do something sharp in here. And I'll just smooth that down. It shouldn't be too intense. Maybe dig in here a bit more. And then smooth that down. Okay, so if you're having something more or less like so. So now let's create some fingers for this, some toes for this rather. Extend this out a bit more. And dig in here in a circular motion like so. Now smooth this down even more. Let me have a higher intensity for this one so I can blend this back down a bit faster. Okay, so this is not. Let's kind of get this a bit like so. So I'm actually going to look now. See now there's a bit of too much height in here. Let's just get a closer approximation in there, something like so. Be fine. So I'm going to be using the other. I'm going to be using the fingers, the base for the fingers that we created. Yes, this. Let me do a duplicate of this. Drag this down. So I'm more or less going to be using this, but I'm going to kind of remove. I'm going to kind of remove or hide this piece. I don't need this piece. I don't need that piece. So I'm going to do a delete hidden for that. What I do need is the five of this. This particular piece, I will select over the selection and try to straighten this out. Let's make this guy straight. Somewhere around here should be fine. Okay. I'll invert the selection. I want to shrink this guy a bit more like so. Push them backward like this. squash them in. Then everything, I'm going to select everything now. Get them facing this way. Kind of use those for the feet. With just some minor tweaks, we can get this to look better. I think they should be so around here should be fine. So I'm going to do a control click on this, extend this, flatten this out like so. Now use the move brush and kind of get this in place. Something more or less like so. Control click on this guy, extend this out, push this in here with the move brush. So control and select this guy, kind of flatten it out a bit more. With the move brush, raise this higher. Control click on this guy, extend this out even more. Let me push this closer like so. Maybe that's way too much though. Raise this a bit higher. Okay. Control click on this guy. I'll rotate this way. Extend him out a bit more. With the move brush, kind of get this to look right. Okay, seems this will work just fine for the feet. Move this backwards, inwards a bit more. Select these guys and probably elongate them. Okay. I think I'm going to extend them out like this. With the move brush, I'll just move them in. Let me take down the size of the move brush. Okay. Oops, camera just going haywire. I'm just gonna select just this guy, just this bigger toe, and then extend this out. Oh, I'm having an issue with my move brush. I'm having an issue with the navigation. Okay, let's merge these two together. Let me select this guy first and bring everything out. Then I would merge this down. And I'll do a dynamesh for this. We have some slight issues in there though. Normal regular issue we have when we kind of do a dynamesh, and then they are kind of intersecting with themselves. But that's fine though. Let me just blend this back down just to make it one single piece. Let me see if I can just extend this outward a bit more. And just move this back down. This is becoming an issue for me. This obviously needs a bit more refinement though. Let me just keep refining this until I have something good enough. I'll select all of this. No, maybe that's way too much. It'll be all of this. Then invert the selection. I'll get the gizmo around there and I'll push this backward a bit more. And I'll just smooth all of this down. Let me see if I can. Oh man, camera is just going haywire. Just move this in a bit more. Okay, this is as close as I can get. Now just try and flesh this out even more. Let me use the inflate brush instead. Okay, I can actually isolate this. Okay, you can spend a lot of time refining this to get this to look right. But I don't want to spend hours on end here. Seems to just snap off, completely off. Oh man. Just trying to just to refine this slightly more. So it feels a bit better than it is right now. The other part of the feet doesn't really matter that much though, but let me just make sure that looks good also. Okay, so let me just mirror this to the other side. The camera is just going ballistic in here. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Okay, so mirror and weld. Now guys, we have two messed up feet. Let me use the move topology instead. I think the move topology should give us something that we can work with. I'm just so keen on getting this to look right. Okay, let me just gently massage this down. Okay, I think that's fine. So I'm going to do another mirror and weld for this. Then turn on symmetry. You know what? Let's just do one last thing. I think last thing we're supposed to do now is to get the head in there. So let's just get the head in there. So I'm going to pull not this. Okay, this is the head. I'll do a duplicate for this. And I'll hold down shift and I'll just send this down. Then I'm going to merge this with the entire body. Just looking at the proportions. Okay, we have an issue here. We have tiny feet. The feet feels too tiny. Let me make some adjustments to this. Okay. Guessing I will just need to increase the size of the feet a bit more. Let's see. So I'm going to kind of let me see if I can flatten this down. That feels way too much. Let me just use the move brush instead. So let's increase the size of the feet. Let me put this here instead. Scale this out even more. It's obviously scaling out of orbit though. Yes, I think. Let me go out of symmetry for this and scale just one side. Let me scale this part instead. Then I'm going to mirror this to the other side. Okay. Yeah, I think it's slightly better now. Okay. So I am going to duplicate this body, a separate piece. You kind of center this body and look, check out the. I want to relax this shoulders a bit more. Okay. Maybe not relaxed, maybe not too relaxed. Something like this should be fine. Let's see the size for this. No. I think I'll just leave the size of for this body like this. So let me merge this down. So do a merge down. Then I'll do a dynamatch for this. Let's smooth something out first before doing dynamatch for it. Okay, I guess my dynamatch is turned off. Okay, I'll dynamatch this now. Okay, they are both connected now. And I will just smooth this in just to make it feel like one single piece. Yes, I think this is a bit better now. Okay, that's way too intense. We'll smooth this down. Intensity of the smooth is way too high though. I think we'll do a better job with the standard brush instead. Right. Hmm. Okay, so I think this should be fine. I think I'm going to use the more brush and make some adjustments in here. Let me try and get this to feel more relaxed.